We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Alec Hanson, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score, and he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a... Stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Eddie James.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Come on, kid. The third baseman.
Stepping into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Kevin Biggio.
Your pitch. He's coming to you.
Second baseman, Kevin
James, the runner at second with 1 away. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a leap, but it's over his head at second.
Down.
And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play. A 1 pitch on its way. Popped him up.
Okay, get as far as you can, halfway.
Velasquez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in number 58, and their runners at the corners now. Set to deliver the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie James. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Stand up.
Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no. Striding in, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch. Hey, put one in the gap right here.
The 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, needs you right here. One time. Let's go.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayes on the run for it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Striding forward now is the DH, Greg Bryant. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. That's a strike to throw down. And he is out at second.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
So stepping in, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on some.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Taijuan Walker earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Alec Hanson couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. Ryan Barucki works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 3rd of the campaign.
No errors. They left 16 men on base.
So that's a wrap. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Cole Stewart will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Settling in now, Eddie James. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame.
Come on, big guy. See it? Grab it right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it.
Come on, get down, get down, get down.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So digging in now, Eddie James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-1 on its way. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Ready now for Baltimore, DJ Stewart, and they are squarely into chip-away mode, looking at a 6-0 deficit already in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
First offering on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. The shot rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner is in from second. The relay throw. And now they'll at least get an out at third here as he's tagged out, but 2 runs are already in to score. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher, Eddie James.
Hey, get on for us here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Looking up is the right fielder. Into the flag court and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Eddie James.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too. Stepping in, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, let it fly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And a relay to the plate. And he is in there.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense. And now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Ready for another shot now. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So it's.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. a comfortable victory.
14-4 is the way this one ends. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alex Wood earned his 9th win of the year. Cole Stewart permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.